Good evening. My name is Gore, and I am also a pediatric oncologist. There's a tiny bit of not quite maternal pride in that I have the pleasure of helping train Jeff. And he's all grown up. It's pretty nice. In contrast to him, he got all the statistics right, so I'm going to actually not talk to you about that. But first of all, I'm going to tell you what a pleasure it is to be here. And I invite you to look around and encourage you to recognize that this is sort of a standing room only crowd. There are people in the back of the room. And that's an incredible tribute to all of you and to Beth and Henry and their families who have done an extraordinary thing out of sadness and out of tragedy. If for a very brief moment you would each close your eyes and think about the child or children that matter the most to you. It might be your own, it might be a grandparent, and you're thinking about your grandson or your granddaughter. You might be an aunt or an uncle of some child that has touched you in an enormous way. And think about the absolutely worst thing that could possibly have happened to one of those kids. Beth and Henry and their family had to think about what that was. And instead of sinking deeply into despair that they felt, whatever the answers we had to give them was, it actually turned this into tonight. And so I think this is an incredible tribute not only to them, but to the fact that a little boy who lived for barely 6 months has changed all of our lives and has had this happen and has the potential to impact every life of the ripple effect that each of us can take forward. Congratulations for being here, and congratulations to Henry and Beth for thinking big. I never had the pleasure of meeting Connor. I think I probably would have gotten a big kick out of him. But what I'm here to do tonight is to tell you that even though I've never met Connor, he's touched my life. And as a result of what I do, trying to develop new drugs for children with cancer and to take them all over the world much faster than they have been done otherwise, my life is better because of what Connor and his family have been able to do. The Pediatric Oncology Experimental Therapeutics Investigators Consortium, say that 5 times fast, or POETIC, was developed exactly for this reason. Together with a colleague at Memorial Sloan Kettering, we decided we're not doing well enough for children with cancer and for their families who are told too many bad things all at once. And so our job is to take promising new science that's on the cutting edge of technology and development and all kinds of exciting things, and actually affect the children who are touched by this really tragic experience in a very real way. So I'm here to tell you that it's an honor to be part of this. I am extremely pleased to be able to say that we have a drug that we think is going to help. That doesn't happen very often, and as a pediatric oncologist, I can tell you that the only statistic I'm going to tell you is that only about 10% of the time do I have a drug that might actually be able to become widely used and FDA approved and available for people for the disease that affects them the most. I think we're getting very close to that for the disease that took Connor away from all of us very quickly. I hope that we're getting there fast enough for some of the people that will still be touched by this disease. And I'm here to tell you that this is an extraordinary opportunity that we all have to move forward with this and really try to make some change and to do honor to what Connor has allowed us to think about and what has brought us together tonight, and to thank you all for helping me be able to do my job better. There is nothing I would like better than to be unemployed. Thanks for being here.